Hey, on today's daily sprint, we're talking about increasing our purpose, passion, and meaning. And I've really been diving into sales recently. I had the book right over there, Grant Cardone. It's super good. It's actually a book on closing. There's a difference between selling and closing. But anyway, so I want to tell you like a legit story. Is Jesus or was Jesus a salesperson? And if he was, did he sell to just kind of like warm market, or did he ever like do like cold call type sales? You know what I mean? Like cold call. Everyone's like, oh, cold calling is dumb, or cold reach outs is no good. So I like to model my life about that with that dude. And this isn't a sermon, so whether you believe Jesus is what I believe he is or what he is to me doesn't really matter. We can just all agree he was like a cool dude, right? Okay, but we're talking about his ability to sell. So in the Bible, there's a few different categories or stories about Jesus selling. And one of them was he goes to this lady, it's called the woman at the well. So anyway, there's this woman at the well. She's a prostitute. She's like the opposite nationality of Jesus. She's as cold a lead as you can get. Okay, if you really look into the history of where she was from and what she believed in, and you know, she was a sinner, he was sinless. You couldn't get someone more cold than her. So does he say like, oh, there's no way? Does he judge her? There's no way, because he's trying to sell her into salvation and a better life and following him. No, he goes in, he strikes up a conversation, and she like immediately puts a wall up. She's like, she's really at the well in the middle of the day to prevent being around somebody like Jesus. So he just goes, he has a conversation, they're talking, and by the end of the conversation, despite her putting up several walls, again, this was a cold lead. If anyone is going to listen to what Jesus has to say, it's not her, okay? But by the end of the conversation, they connect, and she goes and makes some changes and listens to his advice. He closes her. In other words, he closes her. Awesome. Nice job, Jesus. That was awesome. Then there's another story of a really wealthy guy that comes up to Jesus. And he's like, hey, I follow the law. I'm doing all the good things, doing everything that we need to do. What more can I do? And in my opinion, Jesus here sees some like potential. He's like, wow, man, this is a good guy. You can see into the heart of the soul. He's like, wow, I see a good-hearted person. And Jesus does something insane, so crazy. He offers this guy to follow him. Now remember, Jesus only had 12 followers out of like, 12 million people in the world or whatever it is. He had 12 people that were like his inner circle. He says to this guy, he says, hey, come, follow me. I want you in the inner circle, man. I want you part of my posse. You know what I mean? Like, you're my homeboy. And the guy doesn't. This is a hot lead. The guy doesn't close because Jesus' price was too high. Unbelievable. So he goes to the lead that's as cold as it can be, closes, but then goes to the lead that was like warm, like hot, like this guy is going to close, and the price is just too high. So how can we relate this into our businesses? We need to follow that example, and we can't prejudge. You know, am I saying that you're going to grow your business very quickly just reaching out to complete random cold people? No, of course not. You reach out to people that need the most help. The woman needed a lot of help. She was a prostitute. She was not in a good place, okay? All right? The other guy, he kind of had some stuff going on. That's why Jesus wanted him in the middle. He wanted him in the tribe, okay? So the way you're going to build your business isn't to be reaching out to just random, put a bunch of names in the phone book on a wheel and call the one that comes up. Your job as a business mentor, as a business coach, as a great salesperson in growing your business is to find the people that might need your help the most. Those are the people that you're going to get the most fulfillment in helping. So, hey, and then don't assume that the people that you think are hot leads, that they're going to jump aboard and join your team. Hey, hopefully this makes a lot of sense to you. I appreciate you tuning in. And hey, let's get out there and let's look for people to sell. Let's look for people that need help, that need what we're offering, and let's lead them down a better life for them.